Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Veronica and I run a small business called Looping Teddies. And today I thought I would take you guys along with me for my first day back in my small business. I took quite a long break over the holidays and also over the start of the new year. So it's currently Monday, it's January 6th. And today is a public holiday where I live, so I get a bonus day of working on my small business this week. And today I have two big tasks that I want to accomplish. So first of all, we have an Etsy order that has been open for quite a long time because, as I said, I took a couple of days of break from my small business and now I really need to tackle that because it needs to go out tomorrow. So we have one Etsy order for a turtle and a mini chick with a hat. So that is the first thing that we will be working on, making that order, because I currently don't have any plushies in my stock, and then packing that up and getting that ready to ship out tomorrow. And then also in my last video, I was talking about my goals for this current year, and one of them was to finally sew up all of my scrunchies because I bought some fabric quite a while ago and I sewed up some scrunchies back then, but I only got to one color and the rest of them have been lying around for quite a long while. So I took them out of the storage this morning and I already ironed them out. So here are all of the colors. We have 10 different colors to complete, so we will need to cut the fabric, cut the elastic, and work on sewing those up. Today, I'm not sure if I will get done with all of them, but I just want to work on them, start finishing them up and all of that stuff. I also want to figure out a new way to display them in my booth because they currently don't really have a good spot in my booth. That's why they are not getting picked up very much. But that is something that I will be working on in a little bit. That's not something that I can complete today. So we will get started on the Etsy order and then we will see how far we can get with all of the scrunchies. Okay, so I just picked out the colors that my customer chose for the two plushies that they ordered. So first of all, for the turtle, they get to pick two colors and I think I offer around 24 different colors, but let me check. Yeah, so I offer 24 different colors. I'm not sure if you can tell. So they get to pick two different colors, one for the shell and one for the body. So for the shell, they picked this pink. And then for the body, they picked a light brown. So that will be the color combination. And then the other plushie that they got was a mini chick with a hat. And I have lots of different colors to choose from there as well. So actually also 24 different colors. So obviously the body will always be yellow because it's a chick, but the hat can be lots of different colors. And they also picked this pink. So we will be working on this color combination as well. But let me start out by working on all of the turtle parts and I will take you guys along for that. It's so crazy because I have not made a plushie for 2.5 weeks now, so it kind of feels really good to get back into plushie making, but also it was kind of good to take a break after my Christmas markets because honestly I was kind of burnt out from plushie making after those. So it was a good thing, I believe, to take a break and kind of think about what I want to do this year and kind of take a step back from just brainless plushie making for weeks and hours and all the time basically. So that was pretty good. And now, yeah, it actually kind of feels good to get back into working on my small business.
Pick a movie, I'll pick you up, we'll go eat sushi. Or we'll go downtown, with our best moves we can boogie. Oh my, we both look so fly, like sweet apple pie. Yeah, they want a piece of us. My, when we drive on by, they just can't deny. Yeah, they wanna be like us. Na 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 na. We are goofy, playing tag in the jacuzzi. We'll go upstairs our best moves, we get groovy. My oh my, we both look so fly like sweet apple pie. Yeah, they want a piece of us. My oh my, when we drive on by, they just can't deny. Yeah, they wanna be like us. Na 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 na. Let them think that we are crazy.
Okay guys, so it's now a little while later. As you just saw, I have been working on my plushies, so I already finished the mini chick. And I have all of the parts for the turtle completed. I really like this color combination. These two colors together, they look really cute. And I now just have to finish up this turtle and kind of combine all of the body parts together. But honestly, this is only like 2 plushies and I can already feel it in my wrists. So I took a bit of a rest, first of all, because I was just so busy with all of the markets that I was kind of like needing some days of rest, but also I kind of felt the plushie making in my wrists at the end of December, at the end of like market season. And that was one of the reasons why I haven't been crocheting at all, not even like for personal projects or anything like that. And I can still kind of feel that. So apart from orders, I think that I will take a couple more days to rest from crochet. So that's why I will be making the scrunchies and stuff like that. So focusing on other types of products until my wrists are feeling better. And yeah, I just really want to avoid any complications in the future and like any long lasting effects on my wrists and everything from crocheting. So that's why I will probably take some more rest from crochet apart from like finishing orders that I absolutely have to get out. And yeah, that is what I'm feeling right now. But now we will finish up this turtle and then we will get to packing up the order and then we will move on to scrunchies.
It's hard for me to be somewhere for too long. I'm always moving around, but as long as I'm on the same page as you're on, no point in slowing it down. 'Cause anywhere I'm going, if you're the one I'm holding, I could be anywhere. Long as you're beside me, tied into a right, I could be anywhere. I just need you there. I need you there. I need you there. I need you there. I need you. We could be floating a boat in a bay. We could be at home in a haze. We could be driving a silver Mercedes. We're on a
Okay guys, so as you just saw, I finished up both of my plushies and they're going into the same order. But actually, as the sun is shining really nicely right now, I kind of want to take a couple of product pictures of them. So that's what I will be doing. And then after that, I still need to tag them. So for my Etsy orders, because I don't know if the person that ordered is actually like keeping the plushie or if they will be like regifting it. I usually just don't fill out the price for the price tag. I just leave it blank, but I still want to add the price tag because I have my washing instructions on my tag and also like my logo and business name. So I really want people to know where the plushie originally came from and also like how to use it when they get it. So I just leave the price tags blank, but I still add them to my plushies. And also because there's like the CE sign on there as well, which is kind of important if you do sell plushies in the European Union. You need to have that on there and you need to have your plushies tested. So that's why I not only like want to tag my plushies, but I also need to tag my plushies. I wouldn't need to put the price on there, so that's why I'm not doing that, but I do need to have a couple of different informations on the tags because of the CE regulation. So that is why we will still be tagging those plushies. But first of all, I want to take some pictures because, as I said, the lighting is really nice. So that's what we will be doing, and then we will get this order finished. Okay, so I now got out all of the things that I will need to do to pack up my order. I recently designed some thank you cards, and on the back of it, I just kind of like thank the customer for their order, but also one of the things that I wanted to include on these thank you cards are a direct QR code to my Etsy, just to make it easier for them to leave a review. So I just printed out some more QR codes, and I will now just stick that onto my thank you card. And I'm just really trying to get people to leave a review because I've heard that that really helps push out your Etsy store. So this is what the thank you card looks like. I just remind them that I'm also like on Instagram and on YouTube as well, and make it easier for them to leave a review with that. And now I just fold up my packaging, and I will now reuse this tissue paper. It's not really my brand colors, but I got it in a different package from something that I ordered. So we will just reuse this. I usually just use white tissue paper, but this will do as well. And now we'll just put the little plushies in here and wrap this up nicely. This is actually quite too much tissue paper. I just usually wrap it once. So I'll just cut that right here like that, and I can reuse that later on. The thing that I like to do is actually I put the thank you card on the bottom of the box because it fits in there really nicely, and on the top I feel like it would get bent. So I just put it in the bottom, and now we will just add the plushies in here and just close up the box. Can sometimes be a little bit tricky because this box is super full. Close it up like that. And now, because I feel like this is not secure enough for it not to like unfold itself during like shipping, I also close up the sides with regular tape. I've been thinking about getting some like custom tape with my logo on it and everything, but the only options that I've found so far require you to get like 100 rolls of custom tape, and that's just a little bit too much for me. So I feel like I need to either wait a little bit until I can actually like justify getting like 100 rolls of custom tape, or I need to keep looking for other options that I can use where there's like less minimum order quantities required, because 100 rolls of tape, I would not even know where to store them. So just not an option for me right now, but this is the way it looks. And then just for a little more custom packaging, I printed out these branded stickers a while ago. So they're just my logo on like pretty little stickers, and I just add that on here as well, and that is what the package looks like on the outside. And as I currently, let me just adjust this because I feel like I can't really talk to you. And because I currently only have one Etsy order open, I don't need to like put any marks on it or anything. But like recently when I've had more than one order, I was putting like little numbers on here or like the customer's name on here, so I wouldn't get that mixed up later on when printing out the shipping labels, because I usually wait for a couple of orders and then print the shipping labels at once, because printing shipping labels actually is kind of complicated for me because I can't use, like I know for some countries Etsy has like an integrated shipping label service. That's not an option for me, so I need to export all of the addresses and then import them to a different shipment service, and that kind of takes a long time. So I like to gather a couple of orders and then ship them out. But now I only have one, so I don't need to mark it because I will find this one later on because there's only one. So yeah, that's everything about the order, and it's completely finished. I will just print the shipping label tomorrow morning and then send it out tomorrow, because I couldn't send it out today anyways because it's a public holiday. But before I now move on to making my scrunchies, or like starting to work on the fabric and elastic and stuff like that, I will actually now go outside because the sun is shining really nicely right now, and it's currently 2 already, so we only have like 2 more hours of daylight, and I would really like to get outside today and kind of take a walk. So that's what I will be doing now first, and then once I return, we will get right into scrunchie making. It's not my plan to finish all of the scrunchies up today, so we will see how far we get, and if I just cut the fabric and the elastic, I'm fine with that. I just want to start working on them because I really feel like I could make a couple more sales on those if I kind of focus on them a little bit more and kind of make up a couple more, and then also figure out a way to display them nicely. That would really help increase the sales on those. But yeah, I will go outside now, and then we will figure all of the scrunchie making out. Okay, so we're now back from our walk, and it ended up being quite a long walk. So it's almost 4 now, and the light is already kind of going away, but still I want to accomplish a little more today. So I just got out my elastic. This is 150 meters of elastic, and this is quite thick, so it's like a centimeter wide, which is way wider than the elastic for regular scrunchies that you can like buy in the store. So they are more durable than the usual scrunchie that you would find at big stores. I just bought this big roll the first time when I got all of the fabric for making scrunchies. That was like in the summer when I first started out and made the white scrunchies that I've been selling. So I think that that will last me for quite a long time, because for each scrunchie I only need 20 centimeters of elastic. So yeah, that will last me quite a long time. And what I will now be doing is cutting lots of elastic pieces for all of the scrunchies. So I think that I should cut at least 80 pieces for all of the scrunchies, because as I said, I have 10 different colors, and I should be able to make either 8 or 10, depending on the width of the fabric, scrunchies of each color. So about half of a meter for each of them, but they're kind of like different in width. I don't really know what happened there, but some of them I can make 8 out of, and some of them I can make 10 out of. But for now, I will be cutting 80 elastic pieces, and then we will see if it's still light enough for you to see me cut the fabric, or if that will be on another day. But for now, we're cutting this. Okay, so it seems that there's like different pieces that are like pieced together in this whole roll. So they kind of like sewed it together, but still like I don't want to have that in the middle of my scrunchie. So I guess I will just cut this piece out and then keep going with the fresh piece of elastic. I don't really know if that's like going to happen a lot in this roll. I hope it doesn't, because obviously you need to cut that out for it to have a better quality, and I don't want to risk the scrunchie snapping on somebody with this like weakened piece of elastic. So now we will just keep working with the fresh string. Okay, so we have completed all 80 elastics for the scrunchies, and I feel like you can't even tell that I used this roll at all. So this one will definitely last me for such a long time. I'm not even sure, like I didn't sell a lot of scrunchies in my last year of markets, but I really hope to improve my presentation of them, and I really hope to improve the sales on this type of product with all of that I'm doing for my scrunchies currently. So, but even still, if I do sell more, then even then that will last me for such a long time. So now we have completed all of the elastics, and honestly it's already getting pretty dark in my workspace, so I guess that's where I will leave you for today, and we will see when I pick up my scrunchie making. Okay friends, so now I'm back. It's now Tuesday and I'm back to work today, so I am currently on my lunch break, and now I wanted to get into some fabric cutting for all of the scrunchies that I want to make. But first of all, I wanted to kind of show you all of the colors that we have for scrunchies, because I think that they're really, really pretty. And yeah, as I said before, the first thing that I already did for the fabric was actually iron it out, because I've had this fabric for kind of a long time and it was kind of getting wrinkly and stuff like that. So I just ironed that on low because that's what it said to do. So we have black, and this fabric is like a cotton satin fabric. I'm not like a fabric pro, so I don't really know what to tell you about this, but I just know that satin is like very smooth and it's kind of like better for your hair, or at least that is what I've heard. So it will be easier on your hair if you have it in there. Yeah, so first of all, we have some black fabric. We have a really nice olive green. We have a sage color. I think that one might be really popular. We have kind of a darker tree forest green. We have a dark navy blue. We have a lighter blue. This is like a petrol kind of color. We have lots of different pinks and purples. So this one is like a muted purple pink. We have a nice coral color. We have a burnt orange. And then finally we have a nice blush color. So these are all of the colors that I have. There's 10 in total, and this is not going to be like a tutorial or anything like that. I'm kind of following Taylor Rose's tutorial for her scrunchies, but also like kind of differing off of that. But I will just kind of like go ahead and cut the fabric and kind of tell you what I am currently doing while I go ahead and do that. I'm not a good seamstress by any means. I can't even sew a super straight line, so I definitely hope to improve that with all of this fabric, because the first time when I made the scrunchies, it was kind of a struggle for me, but also that was like one of the first times that I've ever used a sewing machine, so I really hope to improve on that with all of this fabric. So the first thing that I will go ahead and do is cut the fabric in half. So we have seams at the two ends of the fabric. It's kind of like different at the ends than it is in the middle, and what I will do now is kind of like cut it in the middle. So this will be the length of one scrunchie. So that is what I learned in the tutorial that I was watching. So we will cut all of the fabrics in the middle, and then we will go ahead and slice it up into little pieces for the individual scrunchies. Okay, so we have now cut up the whole stack of fabric, and this is what it's looking like now. So I just basically split them in half, so we have the right length for the scrunchies already. And now I will cut the width of the scrunchies because it's still very wide. So as I said before, I'm following a tutorial, and I will of course link that down below, but I think that I will go with like 11.5 centimeters of width, which is slightly wider than what I was using before for the white scrunchies, but I think I would like them to be a little bit bulkier than my first ones were. So that is what I believe I will do now. So we will now cut up all of the fabric into little scrunchy pieces, and I hope I can get all of that done during my lunch break, but we will see about that. Okay, so we're now officially halfway done with cutting up all of the fabrics. So 5 colors are already finished, and so far I've been getting 10 of each color, which is pretty good, more than I thought I would. I had to get a little bit into the whole cutting process. This is like very new to me personally. I've not sewn a whole lot, but honestly, this is like doing something different than crochet right now is honestly so refreshing, and it's making me really excited to finally get back into my small business. If you are a small business owner yourself and you kind of do the same thing all the time, it kind of makes you very excited when you get to try out other crafts and be creative in a different way. So honestly, I'm having quite a lot of fun with the scrunchie making right now. This is of course not going to replace crochet anytime soon, but for right now, when I'm still not like fully recovered from crocheting like crazy, this is so much fun, and I can finally get back into my small business. So far this whole cutting process, all of the singular scrunchie pieces, has taken me around 20 minutes, so I think that I should be able to get finished with all of the cutting for now for this lunch break. but we will see if I can actually manage to get everything finished. So far, it's honestly so much fun. I've now finally figured out a way to cut everything easily. I was looking for a ruler for the longest time earlier because that really helps you keep your line straight and makes the whole process way easier. I also got this rotary cutter. It's like a very cheap one. I got it a while ago, but I've actually never used that one before today, so definitely a good investment. And then my cutting mat is also a cheap one. I will definitely invest in a better one if scrunchies are something that I will be doing in the future as well, because this one is already kind of like, you can kind of see where I've been cutting. But the rotary cutter is super nice. I've now got my whole process down, so I think that I can definitely get everything done in the time that I have left for now. Okay guys, so it's now the end of my break and I actually managed to complete all of the scrunchies. So like all of the strips of fabric that will eventually become the scrunchies. I cut all of them up and there's a total of 99 scrunchies now. I messed up on the first color, so that's why there's only 9 of those, but I managed to get 10 of the rest of the colors, so that is amazing. And yeah, don't mind the lighting. The weather outside is kind of crazy. I think that the weather thinks it's already April because earlier today it was like super sunny and now it's kind of like snow raining outside. It's insane. But yeah, this is what I managed to complete right now. I believe that I won't sew these up until the weekend because I'm kind of busy this week getting back into like work and all of my routines and stuff like that after taking a bit of a break. And also I kind of want to take the beginning of the year kind of slower and kind of rest up a bit more because I honestly am not completely rested from the whole winter market craziness. All of that season is still kind of like in my bones, so I'm trying to take it really, really slow at the beginning of the year and not overwork myself, give my body and mind like enough rest so that I can start fresh into the next market season. My first market of this year is at the end of March, so I still have plenty of time to prepare for that. So that's why I'm kind of taking it slow. I will eventually get back into plushies, so thank you so much for staying with me through this little bit of a season where I'm kind of taking a break from crochet for a little bit just to rest up a bit more and also get my creativity back a bit. I kind of made too many of the same plushies for the winter season. I will not get all that deep into that, but I think that it's a good thing to now do a little bit of something different for now and then get back into plushies once I feel like the creative spark is there again. So we will definitely be sewing those up pretty soon. Not today and not during this week though. So I know that this is kind of like a more random video and this is just like 2 days of working on my small business while taking it slow in the slow period of the year. So thank you so much for watching this video all the way until the end. And I will see you guys again next week for another video where we'll definitely finish all of these and probably work on some other project. I have lots of interesting and exciting things in the pipeline. I've been working on some product development in the background and I'm not quite ready to share that, but it's coming very, very soon and it's super exciting. And yeah, I can't wait to take you guys along for that. So I will see you guys again next week for another video. So until then, bye!